Welcome into Valhalla for Lone Peak Boys Basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. Dusty Lidster with you as tonight the Lone Peak Knights open up Region 3 play against Pleasant Grove, and we welcome back Isaac Staley. Chamberlain Burgess set to jump it. And we'll start first with Lone Peak and Isaac Staley. Been out for a few weeks with an injury. Chamberlain Burgess pulls for three and hits. It's good to be back in gyms that are full with students. Got a great student section on hand from Lone Peak and a great one right in front of me from Pleasant Grove. First time I've been back to PG since their win over Davis. To see Coach Randy McAllister and his crew can drive across the key, send it back out. Eight on the shot clock. Inside, nowhere to go. Oh, they got the rebound and the bucket. Apologize for glitching on something. We have a timeout on the floor. 3-2 our score. Lone Peak leads Pleasant Grove. Timeout on the floor. We'll be right back. Welcome back in. Dusty Lidster with you. 3-2. The score is Tommy Kramer gets that ball to Jackson Taylor. Taylor terminates, sent out to Isaac Staley. Pulls for three and rolls it in. Burgess and Staley both with threes, and it's 6-2 Lone Peak. Mickelson over to Hilliard. Hilliard straight away with Brown. Should have sent that one out. It was Milo Johansson has the lone points for PG. Hilliard trapped on the baseline, sends it back out to Jackson Brown. Jackson drives and is fouled by Burgess. And that'll put Brown at the line. We shoot two. Brown missed on the first. And hits the second. 6-3. I believe that's Casey Brown's younger brother. Casey played in the Van Coleman era. Was a walk-on to BYU. Just came home from his mission recently. Taylor to Haskett to Chamberlain Burgess. Burgess back out. Jackson Taylor for three. 3 buckets, 3 threes, 9 points, and a 6-point advantage for Lone Peak. Clay Hansen sends that ball back up top. This is Andrew Anderson. Now on the drive by Kai Peterson. No ball taken by Taylor. Oh, nobody home on that pass from Taylor. He was throwing to the zag. They zigged. So turnover and the ball goes back to Pleasant Grove. Good to see Coach Randy McAllister, one of my favorites. Longtime head coach, one of the few left at their original school. They were coaching out when we started our coverage in 2005. Makai Peterson down the baseline. On the reverse, can't get a rebound. To Tom Kramer. Kramer, Isaac Staley. Back rims the three, rebound to Haskett, sends out. JT doesn't pull on the three. Chamberlain wasn't looking for it. Taylor throws it away. Coach Rob Ross of Lone Peak telling Jackson, hey, go ahead and shoot it. Put that ball up. Murdoch. Probably at Ty Palmer. It looks like a Murdoch. Looked like McKay Murdoch. Peterson gives that one up to Anderson. Anderson sends that one back out on the drive is Palmer, and he's fouled. Put him on the line to shoot 2. Foul goes to Haskett. And the first free throw is good. As the line change comes in for Coach McAllister. Carson Rasmussen on the floor along with Brown. As both free throws are good, 9-5 the score. Milo Johansson comes back on. Full court pressure. And PG, we've been predominantly a 2-3 zone with all the length they've had over the years. Mitchell to Haskett, back over to Kramer. Tom over to Haskett. Back up top to Mitchell. Mitchell over to Staley. Isaac. Oh, Rasmussen lost his footing. That was actually one of the best things that happened. Cut off Staley going to the rim as Haskett able to tip it away and Kramer takes it. Cogswell on the drive. Doesn't get it in the rebound. Taken by Brown. Coach Mack saying, hey, that was 3 steps on that thing. Send it out. Here's Hilliard. Hilliard inside out. Carson Rasmussen. Oh, it's Haskett with the steal. Rasmussen back. Haskett. No, he got an off arm and no call on the off arm. He also wanted to travel. Didn't get any of it. Mitchell triggers into Kramer. Kramer left it long off the back of the iron. Rebound to Mickelson. Mickelson driving at Kramer. Gives it up Hilliard. Hilliard with Kramer. Tom right there. Send out Milo Johansson. Short on the 3 and a rebound to Cogswell. Kramer down the lane, send to the corner. Cogswell for 3. No on the rebound to Johansson. Corner 3 from Brown is good. And it's a 1-point game. Inside of 3 minutes left in the first quarter. 9-8. All Lone Peak's points coming from the 3-point line as Brown got the steal. Loose ball, send it to Rasmussen. Carson to the corner. Johansson. That ball was tipped by Isaac Staley. And they say no, maybe I see it differently. I thought that ball got tipped. So it'll be Lone Peak basketball. The ball went out of bounds. Mitchell into Kramer. Kramer terminates, got it slapped away. Burgess short. Tom Kramer with the rebound. JT for 3. 4 made buckets, all from deep. 2 for Taylor. And it's 12-8 Lone Peak as we got a loose ball foul on the rebound on PG. That'll be the second team foul on Pleasant Grove. Jackson give it up to Mitchell. Mitchell on the drive. Oh, he traveled. Good defense. That's a great job on the back end of that by Hansen. Clay Hansen played that beautifully. If you commit too early, you give him the lane. Commit too late, you let him get right to the rim. He did a nice job playing that one firm. Gets the turnover. Gonna lob that up to Mackay Peterson. And Mackay makes it a 2-point game. Long pass. Oh! Hanson just blew up Taylor. I think Jackson going to keep it pretty calm. Good job by the teammates, too. Even though it was a misunderstanding, he wanted to go apologize to Jackson, tell him it was nothing on purpose. Teammates came and said, no, there's no reason to go do it. We got a foul on the drive. That's going to be, now it'll be the second team foul. As that foul will be charged. They're putting these up quick. Ty Palmer picks up the foul, his first, team second of the quarter. Clock was stuck. Tom Kramer over to Taylor. Kramer up top to Cogswell. Cogswell down low. Sends it back out. Mitchell short on the three. Loose ball. Got a ball ahead. Send to the corner. Good job by Anderson not to fire that one up. Hanson. Fourth free. PG takes a 13-12 lead. Clay Hanson. Last time we here was that Davis game was Hanson made the big plays down the stretch. And now have a block. Give him 2 free throws. Thomas Kramer going right at him. And I'll tell you this much. Correctly called. Because I think even if he's still underneath the rim, that's a block all day long. You want to take a charge underneath the rim. I don't make it personal, but that makes me sick. So, Tom Kramer hits the first. Kramer got one more. And the 14-13 lead to Lone Peak. Inside of 1 minute left in the first quarter. Hanson hands back to Ty Palmer. Anderson has back to Hanson. 15 on the shot clock. Hanson traveled. Yeah, most certainly. Coach McAllister's probably going to laugh at that. He's wanted a couple of traveling violations here in the first quarter that he didn't get. My clock wouldn't stop. We'll sync it back up at 34 seconds. 38, 37. Now we're synced. Taylor with the blow-by, leaves it for Burgess with the dunk. Nice job there by Jackson Taylor. Almost like running the option in football. Get the defender to commit, give it up, let the big man finish. Shot clock turned off, down to 15 seconds on the game clock. Good one at Valhalla. Hadley cross court. Anderson short on the three. Rebound to Peterson. Cogswell came over to defend that. That's how the first quarter will end. At the end of one, it's Pleasant. Pardon me. At the end of one, it is Lone Peak 16, Pleasant Grove 13. You're watching Lone Peak boys basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. Start of the second quarter. Dusty Lidster with you. 4 made threes in the first quarter for Lone Peak. They lead 16-13. As PG are able to press their way back, take a momentary lead at 13-12. Send that ball cross court. Ethan Hilliard back rimmed on the three. Mickelson with the board. Mickelson going at Burgess. Burgess staying on his feet. Mickelson sends that out. Johansson back inside to Mickelson. He'll say off of Lone Peak, and it'll be PG ball. Coach Rob Ross wanted a 3-second call. 26 seconds on the shot clock. Inbound in. Three is good. Hilliard for three. Ever tied at 16. Kramer to Staley. Staley lobs it up to Burgess. This is on the alley-oop. Burgess with a steal. Ahead to Staley. Isaac takes the bump of a foul first. Yet to get into his habitual shooting motion there for Ike Staley. Go inbound quickly to Burgess. Chamberlain fouled. And called. They are going to get 2, yeah? Saying he was on his way up. Can't wait to be back on a call with Courtney Littledyke in the state tournament where we can make him laugh and shake his head talk about the habitual shooting motion. Because if it's on the gather, it's on the ground. If it's in his habitual shooting motion, then it's 2 free throws. As Chamberlain Burgess knocks down the first. Chamberlain picked up an offer last week from Utah State. I've seen 2 offers in state, Utah State and Southern Utah. Misses on the second. His father, a longtime assistant coach, Quincy Lewis at Lone Peak. His uncle, of course, Chris Burgess at University of Utah. Steal by Jackson Taylor. Ball goes out of bounds. Of course, the Huntsman Center is the center of the social media world at the moment. And not because of the men's basketball team. The gymnastics team from LSU's in town, from what I understand. 3 from Brown, back rimmed. Mickelson got the board, missed it. And Burgess pulls down the rebound. Quickly ahead to Haskett. Isaac Staley coming the other way. Takes the bump and can't get the bucket. It'll put him at the line to shoot 2. Good to see Isaac back on the floor. Mentioned he's missed a few weeks. Last year as a sophomore was probably, well, I still think you can say the best player on the team, and Isaac showed that in the state tournament. Rolls in the first. But he was sick last year a bunch. Around the same time a year ago, finally got healthy. Lead Lone Peak to the semifinals a year ago. This 6A classification is a very interesting one. As Makai Peterson sends that ball out to Hansen. Hansen hands off Peterson. Makai drives at Staley, sends it out. Taylor Neary with the steal. Hadley with the loose ball. Hadley going to reverse out. 8 seconds. 5 on the shot clock. And that ball off of the chest of Ty Palmer. And it's Lone Peak ball. Good pressure defense there from the Knights. Kramer had that one stolen by Hansen. Or by Palmer. Palmer with the steal. Hansen pumped the 3, going to drive down the lane. Burgess came over, misses the layup. Isaac Staley ahead to Chamberlain, who can't get to that ball. So after the turnover, go back down the floor with Pleasant Grove. Corner 3, got it. Anderson for 3, and we're tied at 19. Andrew Anderson. Kramer just got that out to Haskett. Burgess, now Haskett. Kramer pumped the 3. Palmer there with him, go baseline, nowhere to go. Reverse it, no. Rebound to Burgess, no. And the rebound to Hansen. And Anderson traveled. Taylor and Hanson still a little bit there from the bump along the sideline here near side. And we'll have a foul on the inbound there on Rasmussen. Fourth team foul on PG. Kramer. Back to the corner to Taylor. Taylor out, Staley. Isaac. And one, yes. Milo Johansson picks up the foul. Isaac Staley gets the hoop and the harm. Put him at the line, looking for the three-point play. We got a very good crew tonight. Kinghorn, I guess all three of these pitchers I see in the state tournament every year. They don't have this referee cards all the time. Kinghorn we've gotten to know really well. He's one of the good ones. Someone that's helped us better understand the refereeing side of the game and viewpoint, which I hope and believe it enhances your experience. He's able to explain any questionable things and maybe pull down the emotions a little bit. Mickelson drives at Burgess. Got some space, still looking for it. A little strong. Mickelson was, well, I don't know on KSLSports.com. He was hell-bent to shoot that ball. That ball wasn't going anywhere but him shooting it. Cross court. Jackson Taylor. Third three of the half for Jackson Taylor. Mickelson off on the three. Rebound to Kramer. Kramer down the lane, lost the handle. And the turnover. Kramer wanted a foul call, didn't get it. So off the turnover, down the floor we go with Pleasant Grove. Palmer hands off Mickelson, now to Hilliard. Hilliard in the corner, Johansson, and Milo foul from behind by Kramer. First team foul of the quarter on Lone Peak. Got to feel good at 3:09 left in the quarter. First foul surrendered by the Knights. Inbound Johansson. Milo Johansson for three. You remember our conversations at the beginning of the year. I really loved the game of Milo Johansson, especially the game he had against Davis. Our clock is unsynced. It's my fault. We'll get it synced up here second and momentarily. About 8 seconds behind. 2:45 on a rolling clock. Send it out to Kramer for three. No. Rebound tipped out of bounds off of Chamberlain Burgess. And we'll get the clock resynced up at 2:40. Two minutes and 30 seconds left. Peterson sends it out to Johansson. Milo back to Mackay. Peterson at Staley. Sends out Mickelson. Mickelson fouled on the floor by Jackson Taylor. And Taylor bodied him. So you may be frustrated by that if you're watching it. The reason I was called on Jackson Taylor is that he took away that space. There's a space as he starts that drive. If you start taking away his space, that you're leading yourself into a foul. Just what it is. You take that space away and he makes that contact, that's a foul. And once he moves into him, there you go. Sorry to end that phrase like you're watching a big fat Greek wedding, but there you go. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left. On the drive, Palmer Beautiful take and make by Palmer. 1 point game, 25-24. As Mitchell hands back to Haskett. The three's off the mark. Rebound taken by Hilliard. Hilliard give it up to Mickelson. One minute, 40 seconds left in the half. Palmer fouled from behind, no shot. Call it off. Fouled on the floor. Before running the motion, there'll be baseline inbound. Hilliard. Over to Johansson. Milo on the drive. Peterson sends to the corner. Mickelson. 4-3. PG leads 27-25. They made a good run here. Close out the half. Lone Peak was getting a little bit of space. Tipped by Johansson. Tracked down by Taylor. Turned over to Palmer. Palmer. Milo Johansson. Short on the three. I love the heart of the Mickelson family. I mean, absolutely love it. Riker Mickelson, just like his brothers before him. That kid would complete sideways. He was calling timeout, hoping that they would give it to him. Oh, I love it. 1 minute left in the half. Zane Windsor comes on for Palmer. Ike Staley comes back on with Cogswell. As Mitchell and Haskett come off for Coach Rob Ross. And Kramer draws the foul. It'll be 2 free throws. Zane Windsor going to pick up the foul. Yankee fan Coach Tucker on the PG staff not happy giving up that foul. Just like he's not happy about all the things Brian Cashman does at the Yankees. Follow him on the X app. And the free throw good. Thomas goes 2 for 2. We're tied at 27. Hadley up top to Anderson. Anderson drives at Cogwell. Staley got the steal in the hands. Up all the tip by Burgess. Taken by Taylor. About a 5-second difference between game clock and shot clock. Isaac. Travel, yeah, again. It's a second time Rasmussen hitting the deck is the best defense on a drive there from Isaac Staley. You feel him around his feet. Shot clock turned off. Rasmussen over to Palmer, going to take their time as the clock goes to 10 seconds. Down is 5. 3. Anderson couldn't get it off. Palmer does. And that'll do it for the first half. We go to the locker room in a tied ball game. Lone Peak 27, Pleasant Grove 27. You're watching Lone Peak basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. Start of the third quarter, Dusty Litster with you, all tied up at 27. Both teams have their moments shooting it from deep. PG has come back a couple of times. There's some about 5-point deficits. It was a little more early in the game. It was a 9-3 start for Lone Peak. Inside, Chamberlain Burgess. Second dunk of the night. And a 2-point advantage to the Knights. Makai Peterson over to Hansen. Hansen just fit that over Taylor's head. Go inside out. Anderson long 2 is good. A long 2. And it's 29 all. So Rasmussen, Hilliard, Johansson, and Brown come on. .7:15 on a running clock. Kramer, nice take and finish by Tom Kramer. And a 31-29 lead now for the Knights. Hilliard up top, Brown over to Rasmussen. Carson, hand back to Johansson. Milo outside to Hilliard, 15 on the shot clock. Rasmussen sends that one out to Brown, got it back. Carson drives at Kramer, got contact, got the foul. From our angle, somebody say, well, he went into him. I think he did. That's a good official down there on the baseline. Played through the initial contact and then called the foul that was a foul. Put him at the line. First free throw was good. Second one good as well. Tied up at 31. Kramer to Staley. Staley long on the three. Oh, Haskett had tipped that into the head of Mickelson. But here comes Rasmussen on the run. Carson, beautiful find to Mickelson. Blocked away by Burgess. Taylor took one to the eye. I'll have to check out Jackson Taylor. I don't know if the ball got him in the eye or if a hand did. Hey, he's got to come off the floor. They stopped the clock for him. There you go. Just like in football, we saw in the Texas-Washington game of the Sugar Bowl, injured players stop the clock until the ball's put back in play. You can make yourself mad and put 50 seconds back on the clock. I had some angry people texting me. Same thing here. They stopped the clock. Start it back up and it's put back in play. Haskett goes to Staley, out to Kramer. Kramer, nice take. That's a charge. If Kramer goes to the rim, that's a block. When he decides to pass it out, it's a pass and crash. There's not a restricted area down there in the key, but I got a feeling if he goes right to the rim trying to score points, Mr. Official goes to his hips and calls that a block. The moment he elected to not be aggressive and throw the ball out is when he got hit with the pass and crash. And there's another block there by Burgess. It'll be PG ball on the baseline with 24 seconds left in the shot clock. Last year, all three games last year were absolutely spectacular. Remember, Best hit 7 threes in the first one. We come to Valhalla. The Vikings got that one, and then we had the playoff game at Lone Peak where the Knights took that one as well. And that was a close game down the stretch. So this is a great rivalry. I was baptized into it with Tyler Haws and C.J. Wilcox, which was so much fun. 4 years of both of them. On the drive, Hilliard terminates. Send the ball back out, Rasmussen. Carson hands it back to Hilliard, and Hilliard misses on the three. Burgess pulls down the board. Chamberlain quickly ahead to Isaac. And that ball off the hands of Hilliard. See, it's different. Back, you would have actually been cutting toward the rim. That pass would have been a left-handed pass, sending you to the rim. But now on the fast break, you drift to the corner for the three. You see that ball knocked out of bounds. Burgess and Mackay Peterson knocked it away momentarily. I believe Mackay just got offered a PWO for football. I want to say at SUU. I'm not 100%. I can kind of see the graphic in my head. Kid had a great year on the football field with Coach Walkenhurst. Inbound to Staley. Isaac, jump it and hit it. So 33-31, Lone Peak. Mackay, and there's a foul. Of course, my favorite game in the history of Lone Peak PG and all the games I've done, 10 years ago on Valentine's Day, when PG ended the winning streak for Lone Peak at the old Pleasant Grove gym. One of my favorite games I've ever called. Frank Jackson, TJ Hawes, Zach Frampton and crew, Connor Toulson, lost to PG. That game was up and down, back and forth. Zach Conway. Oh, man, there's some other names that are going to come back to me from that PG team. Little left-handed point guard with the number 20, Pincock. Kramer comes to trap. Kramer got away from it, get up to Haskett, cross court to Isaac. Isaac gonna drive the baseline, jackknife it up, and he's fouled. The foul will go to Hadley, and Isaac Staley will go to the line for 2 free throws. Such a smooth athlete is Isaac Staley. Of course, Isaac, the son of Dustin Staley, was a defensive back at BYU, makes the first. He is the nephew of the former Doak Walker Award winner, Luke Staley. The 2001 Doak Walker Award. 7th round draft pick of the Detroit Lions. And that shot goes off the rim and on the run out. And that ball thrown away. But Isaac is just a gifted kid. Two-sport kid, played football this year. Didn't go the way I don't think he wanted to go offensively, but he had taken the year off from his sophomore year. Never seemed to get into rhythm. Skip that to Isaac. Isaac sends that ball up top to Kramer. Kramer going to drive. No, Burgess with the putback dunk, wave it off. It was a block first. It'll be 2 free throws coming to Thomas Kramer. And Kramer misses the first. Kramer, a contributor last year. He started, actually. A lot of early parts of games, he was hitting threes. And he goes 1 of 2 from the stripe. 35-31. Hanson to Hadley. Hadley inside out, down the lane. Anderson, yeah. Haskett jumped in front of him. You've got to be defending that part of the floor to get that call. As the line change comes on for PG. Been a while since I've seen the line change substitutions. Bingham back in 2006, 2007, 2008. Coach Mark Dubois, he actually had them labeled blue and red, or probably blue and white. For some reason, the Lone Peak student section is clearing out. As Rasmussen has that one taken away by Staley. Send ahead, here comes Chamberlain. Burgess, Mickelson with the steal. Gotta feel the little guys around you. Mickelson sends that one out to Johansson. Milo, and we're gonna have the reach. Wasn't a reach initially. Became one. And Milo Johansson misses the first. I think we had a foreign object brought into the arena and someone broke it. A sulfurous foreign object. And the foul on the drive. Third foul on PG. Got 5 team fouls on Lone Peak. Isaac Staley, pump it, drive it, and hit it. Telling you, Isaac Staley changes his team. He's so good. He's so smooth. You see how much more settled they are. Send it out to Mickelson. Mickelson, short on the triple, rebound to Taylor. Quickly ahead to Haskett. Mickelson's back. Haskett finishes. Great contest there. And Haskett able to get it to go. Great job of finishing right through the rim. Send out for 3. Brown got it. And they gained back to 5. 39-34. Jackson Taylor sends out to Burgess, and Burgess fouled by Hilliard. And the thing there is that Burgess comes up high with the elbows, but the moment you see that hand come up from Hilliard and he stops him, that's the contact that's made. The intent to initiate is not a foul. Thomas Kramer goes to Burgess. Chamberlain sends that one to Haskett. Kramer on the drive, the foul to Palmer. And that'll be 2 free throws, because that's the 5th team foul. So Kramer will go back to the line. And hits the first. Got them both. And the foul to Isaac Staley. Now we'll walk all the way down the floor to shoot free throws. Isaac being too aggressive in the backcourt. And to the line goes Palmer. And Ty knocks down the first. I'm going to guess his dad's a BYU fan. Very few people just name their kid Ty. Without being a Tyler, Tyson, Tyus. On the drive, Kramer send that ball to the corner, Cogswell. Now Taylor, high post, or probably straight away rather, to Burgess into the corner. Kramer, inside out, Chamberlain for 3, short. Mickelson had that one off the Haskett, and the ball goes back to Pleasant Grove. Head back to Mickelson. Now Palmer, hands off to Hadley. Up top, Peterson to Hadley. Cogswell's there, send it back out. Anderson, 4-3. 2-point game. (41-39) as Kramer sends that one to Cogswell. Up top to JT. Kramer in the lane, nowhere to go, sends out Haskett. 13 on the shot clock, down to 10. Nowhere, there's Taylor with the loose ball, 5 seconds, force it up, no. Loose ball in the hands of Cogswell, inside to Burgess, and Burgess fouled by Hadley. Good on Hadley to take the dunk away, put Burgess at the line for 2. The part is he may have gotten the ball, but he certainly got him with his off arm. So put Chamberlain Burgess at the line for 2 free throws. Calmly hits the first. Rasmussen comes back on the floor. And the second back rimmed, out of bounds. Put the clock at 20 seconds. As Staley and Kramer will come back on for Mitchell and Cogswell. JT into Burgess. Burgess forces his way and scores, and a good night for Chamberlain Burgess. Playing controlled tonight, 10 seconds. 3 seconds. Palmer at the horn. We got a great fourth quarter coming as we go to the final frame. It is Lone Peak 44, Pleasant Grove 41. You're watching Lone Peak basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. Start of the fourth quarter, and Lone Peak with a 3-point lead. Been a close one. Lone Peak got a little bit of space, and again, PG responds, and they keep it within 2 to 3 points. Mickelson, short on the 3, rebound to Burgess. Quickly ahead to Kramer, and a foul to Palmer. I think that's number 2 on Palmer. Number 3. 3 on Ty Palmer, first of the quarter. Kramer leaves that one back to Haskett. Haskett back into Kramer. Kramer at Peterson, kiss it off the window, no. Got his own rebound, and no. Haskett comes in. It's Burgess putting it up and in. Multiple opportunities on offensive rebounds gives a 5-point advantage to Lone Peak. Rasmussen sends that ball to the corner to Mickelson. Mickelson gets inside with Burgess, lost the handle. Peterson couldn't hold on to it. Burgess down the lane, no. Gets the rebound, sends it out to Haskett. Misses on the 3, and the rebound taken by Mickelson. Foul on the floor. Foul on the floor on the drive. As Peterson comes off the floor with Anderson and Palmer. It's Hilliard, Johansson, Mickelson, Brown, and Rasmussen on the floor for Coach Mack. Milo Johansson sends out. Brown rattles out the three and the board to JT. Taylor traveled. Oh, okay. He saw that little jab of the whistle, I assumed. Timeout on the floor. We'll be right back.
Every day we have a choice to sit and wait or get up and go. How do you get up and go?
Out of the timeout. Here comes Kramer. Over to Staley. Burgess. Fire over to Cogswell. Cogswell outside to Isaac. 5 seconds on the shot clock. 3 seconds. Kramer along 2. No. Rebound into the hands of PG. And baseline block. And that's number 5 on Haskett. As Jackson Taylor will come back on. Oh, Staley nearly had the steal. Now into Rasmussen. Carson, the starting quarterback for PG. Mickelson now to Hilliard. Hilliard to the corner. Mickelson out top to Hilliard. Hilliard drives on Staley, got by him and scores. Beautiful take and make there by Hilliard. Yeah, Taylor tried to throw that one through, take it away. Good hands by Hilliard. Brown. Back rim, that would have tied us at 46. We're going to have a loose ball foul on the rebound. It'll be the second team foul on Pleasant Grove. And stay in the press. Taylor quickly ahead to Isaac. Isaac baseline J, no. Rebound put back by Burgess, no. And then we're going to have a foul after the shot. Hilliard came down on Burgess. It'll be the third team foul called on the floor. That was well after the shot. Rob Ross asking for it on the shot. It wasn't on the shot. That was after the rebound. Burgess goes baseline, sends out Cogswell. Kramer. Tom lost the handle. Still on the ground. And out to Taylor, and we got a timeout to Rob Ross. There'll be 2 timeouts left for Lone Peak when we come back with 4:22 left in the fourth. Quickly inbound to Kramer. Kramer fouled. We'll put Thomas at the line for 2. The foul goes to Makai Peterson. And back to the line is Thomas Kramer. And Thomas is the first. And it's the second. 5-point game, 48-43. Mackay gonna drive, good hands by Staley. Sends out Palmer for three. PG's not gonna go away. Lone Peak has gotta put them away. Kramer breaks the press up the sideline. Cogswell, lob it up, and there's Burgess. Beautifully done by Cogswell, the big man. And Chamberlain Burgess with the alley-oop flush. And the student section from Lone Peak going. 4-point lead, 50-46. Outside of Hadley, now Mackay Peterson. Palmer, drive it short. Rebound to Hadley, sends out Peterson. Palmer couldn't get free. Now he does, can't get it off. Hadley down the lane, cut off by Burgess. Sends out Anderson. Hanson, back rim. Rebound into the hands of Palmer, no. Oh, the student section in front of us would have gone nuts. Kramer all the way to the rim, blocked away from behind by Palmer. Into Kramer, and Kramer fouled. Thomas Kramer living at the free throw line in the second half. And he'll get two more. 2:56 left in the fourth quarter. Lone Peak with a chance to continue to build their lead and try to put this away. And Kramer misses the first. Missed the first, got the second. As Mickelson, Rasmussen, and Brown come on for Coach McAllister. 2:56 left in the fourth quarter. We're synced up right now. Well, we're synced up. Would not fire. 5-point lead for Pleasant Grove, or pardon me, for Lone Peak. Look across, he just breaks up the scoreboard on me. Because that pole's in play. As here comes Brown. Brown hesitates, blocked away by Cogswell. Jump ball. Possession belongs to Lone Peak. 2:33 left in the fourth quarter. Lone Peak basketball in the alternating possession. Break the full court press. About 6 seconds behind the game clock. I'll get it fixed. The next dead ball. Kramer sends it out to Burgess. Chamberlain, no on the three. Rebound to Staley. Isaac gets it out. Burgess goes and gets it. Now we're going to have a foul on the floor. This will be against Pleasant Grove. And this is one of the most unfortunate foul calls because you hit the deck and now you're still part of the floor. Just because you're on the floor doesn't mean it can't be a foul. You make contact with the player while laying on the floor, it's still a foul. You're not part of the floor, you're still in the game. So it's a frustrating thing, but the reason it exists is to keep players who fall from going at the deck of the feet of the player with the ball. First free throw, no good for Burgess. He's got one more. Goes 1 of 2. And a 6-point advantage for Lone Peak. Feeling like an old PG Lone Peak game right now. Mackay Peterson can't get that one off. Hadley down the lane, Cogswell there, and one. What a big boy finish from Hadley. Goes right at Cogswell, finishes through him, gets the hoop, and Ryan Hadley will go the line looking for the 3-point play. First personal on Cogswell, third team foul on Lone Peak. As the free throw, no good, out of bounds off of Peterson. Four-point advantage for Lone Peak. And again, the beauty of the shot clock. Lone Peak not just going to try to hold this out. Staley stays on his feet, baseline jumper, short, rebound in the hands of Peterson. Mackay to Hadley. Oh, he should have gone up with it, turns it over. Great job by Thomas Kramer. He was right there for the reverse layup, and Hadley didn't take the shot. Kramer. Cogs will pass it up. Isaac Staley. 4-3. Isaac Staley. Terrific extra pass from Cogswell. 2 huge assists in the quarter. Timeout, Coach Mack on the drive and make by Palmer. But it's Isaac Staley 3. It's a big bucket with 1:02 left in the fourth. You're watching Lone Peak boys basketball. It's out of the timeout. Full court pressure. Taylor gets it across to Kramer. And again, PG does not have the foul to get the ball back for the shot clock. Shot clock at 15. Oh, Thomas got to be careful. JT, 4-3. Jackson Taylor. The 3-ball started the game. The 3 balls closing the game for Lone Peak. Miss on the shot. Taylor with the board. Burgess will bring it in the front court. Isaac Staley's down here. Oh, he misses the dunk. Burgess with the board. And the foul to Hadley. And it'll put Chamberlain Burgess at the line. Big time threes from Isaac Staley and from Jackson Taylor to try to put this one away. So Chamberlain at the line, got the first. Has one more. As Lone Peak comes into Valhalla. They're going to take the first one of this region series as Burgess finishes it with the 2 free throws. 10-point Lone Peak lead. Mickelson short on the 3. Rebound to Isaac Staley. And Lone Peak comes into Valhalla. 500 on the season, get a big win here. Mentioned at the top, the 3-ball started the game, and the 3-ball closes the game. Final score, Lone Peak 60, Pleasant Grove 50. Your Heidemann and Associates player of the game. Probably Chamberlain Burgess. Burgess played great. Probably go 3-headed monster. Burgess, Staley, and Jackson Taylor. Thomas Kramer had his moments too. That's one of the great things about this game tonight. It was a bunch of guys. Thomas Kramer probably, that is our player of the game. Could have gone with Burgess, could have gone with Taylor, could have gone with Staley. We're going with Thomas Kramer. That kid was huge in the third quarter, played his heart out. It's a big plays. But all 4 of those guys deserve to be our player of the game. We'll go with Thomas Kramer. Again, our final score, Lone Peak 60, Pleasant Grove 50. For Gavin Atkinson, I'm Dusty Lister. Thanks for joining us and for watching Lone Peak Boys Basketball on the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com.